Hello and welcome back to the Rudico Podcast with your host Russ,
Ricky,
and Coxie.
How are we, boys?
Hi, boys.
we are
Not
good.
too bad, yeah.
I think we're all pretty
I
tired.
was trying to beat you to it there, but you actually said it freaking quick.
He said it frequently.
I'm on, mate. It's an intro.
I finished my voice and you already had it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but sorry for not uploading regularly. We are having a bit of trouble with one of the podcasts. Has a guest on. Yeah, we're still trying to work it. We're still trying to work it out. We'll hopefully get it out soon. But that's why we didn't post last week, and 3 weeks ago. So we tried to get it out. We tried to get it out last week to.
We tried getting it out a month ago.
Yeah, I don't know why it's so challenging, but yeah, no, we're gonna try and get up because it is a good one. It's a really good podcast.
If not, we'll probably just have to put it on friggin' Spotify.
Do clips maybe, I don't know.
Which we still haven't fully got
Yeah.
up and going properly yet, but
We just need to pay for it.
yeah, we just need to. Otherwise, we should be good.
Yeah.
We'd be able to put it out on there. So, but yeah, not much else is happening with the podcast besides we might get a new setting.
Have a new home.
We might
Yeah.
the background might look a bit different next week. So
This
make
could
sure.
be the last of the original podcast. Oh, for fuck.
No,
The thong just snapped.
The thong broke.
Oh my god.
It's like everyone.
I'm inside.
That happened.
I know, but they stick.
So everyone watching is gonna be an OG. Gotta remember the blue background, and
Blue
she's
background.
gonna be missed.
What even is it?
It's just some table
It's just some
Tablecloth, is
yeah,
it?
It's like
you
the
put over a
Christmas
table.
table stuff that
Oh.
you put over you.
But yeah, we're
Christmas there.
we'll have a new thing. So this will be the last podcast.
Yeah.
It'll be, we might
And we're looking to do
in a couple
we're
years
looking to
time
what happens.
we
We'll
might
come
come
back.
back here
Yeah.
as
We're looking to do a few.
a memory.
We're looking to do some bigger things. It might come back here, like, if something wrong happens.
Yeah, but other than that, yeah, we're gonna have a new home for the podcast, different background. So this will be the last one that you guys will see in this sort of setting. Might be a bit different next time. So yeah, big things are slowly happening.
Big
with the
things are
podcast.
coming.
Yeah, as I've said.
That was one of the main
Previous
things we've been talking about, like, what we can do to slowly improve this. And one of them was to move, just because, like, the location isn't the best, but it's, like, the only place we can really do it. So,
There's not much we can do.
yeah,
being that
there's
we're
not much, yeah. At least
we're pretty young.
Hmm.
Some young bucks.
Gets hot down in this dungeon as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Help us.
sweating on there.
When it's hot.
When it's hot, it's hot.
Yeah,
But then when it's cold, it's probably be pretty cold.
yeah.
But
When
yeah,
it's
no,
cold,
it's-
you wear warm clothes, and then you're warm.
Yeah, but in the room. But yeah, so
Eventually.
new setting. So yeah, that'll be good. But not much else has happened towards the podcast. That's why we've been mostly busy anyway. That's why we didn't get a podcast out last week
No.
because we've been trying to work stuff out with the video and new setting and how we're setting up and all that jazz and yeah, that's about it.
Oh, and that should be, we should have it up in the next 2 weeks if it all gets redone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If it all gets redone
and
and
then we'll
everything
back,
goes smoothly,
and
because
then we'll be back to regular uploads
Yeah,
after
We
that.
could
we-
say by the next podcast, but we can't make any promises because
Yeah.
we've said this 3 times already.
yeah,
I mean, it's like the
and it comes
Spotify
to
thing.
threes.
Yeah,
we said we're going to do
we'll
the
be on
Spotify, we never did for ages, and then I finally got up.
It's been like, what, 10 episodes now?
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is 10. This is number 10.
No, this will be 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got the last one wrong. The last one was actually number 7, but I put 8, and then when we tried to upload the guest one, you put 9, but it's actually...
What's one for 10, did I?
Oh, no, it might have been 10 actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Cause
So
you
this
put
is number
9.
10.
so I think this is number 10.
Yeah. Because the last one was
Actually,
number 9.
We are number 10.
Mate, I don't know if you get some service.
Oh, yeah, true. What H plus? That's when you know I'm barely getting much connection. But
We have as many fans as we do videos.
What's H plus?
oh, that just means like
Is that the Android 3G?
yeah, pretty much.
I've never heard of
The
that.
Rudico
What?
Podcast.
H plus.
No, it's
Yeah, look, see, like where it usually shows that I've got.
Tells you how many
4.
videos you have, and we should say 11 because you have clips.
Oh, well, I was showing you my bloody H plus, but.
Oh.
So the last one we uploaded was 9.
I have 4G.
Yeah, that's why like when I tried to upload the other one, I put 10. I didn't
But
actually.
then, yeah, but that one's 7. That's 8. Then the other one's meant to be 9. So this is number 10. Jeez, but being that we've been
10
pretty
weeks.
inconsistent for
However long.
a couple weeks,
Inconsistent.
it's probably a month because we had the guest one, we didn't get it up, and then we had one, then we didn't. Then
We'll be doing it every week though from now on. Should be fine.
We should
Yeah.
be.
Smooth sailing.
Yes.
but yeah, that's actually I didn't realize this is number 10. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for, you could say, 10 weeks.
This is more important than my parents' anniversary, I reckon. No, it's not. But
No, when we get to 50 or 100, that'll be pretty big.
it's a big
But
milestone. We'll have a
10
big
right.
50 chroma keyed above my head. I mean, we tried that before. It didn't work.
Like the full,
Yeah.
like a 52, so like the full year. That'd be sick.
How many weeks are in a year?
52.
Is that?
It's
I
like
don't know.
episode 52.
I thought it was 54.
Oh, it could be.
No,
Am I
it's
really dumb?
Yeah.
52.
I don't know. Oh, no, 52 sounds about right.
I'm sure it's 52.
Jesus.
I'm like 99%.
Don't tell me I got something wrong my whole life.
Now you make me friggin' wonder if it's...
Google this, Coxie, because
Have a look, yeah.
I feel like I'm wrong.
And
It's
then
like-
get us.
but
get
I
us
wanna
up
know
more
that
of
I'm
a-
wrong.
Get up a question as well
Yeah, what's on the appetite for today? That made no sense. What's on the
on the agenda.
agenda? That's the word. Appetite. Fucking.
Appetite. Oh, cheeseburger.
Without cheese.
Yeah, 52.143. It's like 52 in like half a day.
Jeez. So where are you getting 54 from, then?
I don't know. I've lived my whole life a lie.
Hey,
Sure.
you know what actually
Yeah.
does bring back some memories though? You know those wooden like cubes you used to use in primary school?
Yeah, and you build like the things with them.
Yeah, like you just like...
Primary school, mate, we had them in kindergarten.
Jeez,
You're
on
an advanced kindergarten student.
another level.
We were in the
And you
sand
build
pit.
stuff.
Yeah, but
like
we had
we-
them in
yeah.
primary
No, like
school
you
too.
use them for like mats.
Oh yeah, for,
You know, like there's like tens.
I thought he was talking about building ones, not. Or you just use them. You didn't use.
No,
them
we
for
just
maths, you
used them every
built
lunchtime to build.
Yeah, use them to build, but like
Oh
no,
we-
they're like the maths.
Primary
ones.
school wasn't the last time I saw them though.
Yeah,
no, we
that's
had
what I
like
was about to bring up.
Yeah.
no, we
you-
had like building blocks that had like arches and stuff, and you build like a town and like kinder. Not that you would, but you could.
You know how like people bag VCAL a lot, and like yeah, a lot of people in it are dumb, and a lot of the things you learn you actually kind of need. Like you learn your taxes and stuff. in
Yeah, that's
VCAL.
pretty handy.
But we did have those little building blocks in
Yeah.
year 12.
We walked
I
into
reckon
the
I saw
storage
them.
room. Yeah, we
We
never
had
got
them.
wait, we never got them out, did we?
No, I think you did from one of your projects.
Sounds about right.
He made a project in year 12 with those building blocks. I swear to God, you like built like a chicken coop or something.
No, I thought it was their paddle pop sticks.
Maybe you did that
No, but I remember seeing like those blocks in the
Yeah,
VCAL storage
in the
room.
tub.
Yeah, it's so funny because like VCAL is just like you can literally copy anything,
Hmm.
and it's like the same as like the last few years. So like I literally walked into the VCAL room, and like it was at the end of the year, so it was a bit stiff.
Yeah.
But if it was at the start of the year,
There's like 5 people at the end of the year.
yeah, there was like all those we used to get like numeracy sheets. There was 10 numeracy sheets you had to do for the whole year, and they're actually like they're freaking hard. Like
They're actually really hard questions.
I'm actually
Yeah.
like unreal at math, or pretty decent at math, pretty average.
Thought I was, but I don't know how many weeks are in a year.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm above average for a VCAL mathematic, and like all the sheets.
It's over his head.
I reckon I am. I don't know.
Mathematics is as big as his ego right now.
But
Jesus.
I reckon like we went into the drawer like the end of the year, and there's like all the numeracy sheets from the last year, the exact same, all filled out.
Yeah,
like,
all the answers were in there.
100%.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
Just like in the storage room. They were just from like another year 12 from the year before,
Mm.
and we're just like, imagine we found these at the start of the year.
I didn't even
So-
have to do math to finish year 12.
Yeah.
Because I did
I did
VCE for
one
like
unit.
a month.
Yeah, I did VCE as well,
Mm.
and then I finished math anyway.
Well, that's what we need to do
Just-
year 11 math.
Yeah, because we did year 11 math, and then I had to get 1 unit of math in year 12.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, yeah, you got one. Oh no, you didn't have to, did you?
I didn't have to in year 12. I had to do
Yeah.
literacy, which was easy as piss.
What you spell dog?
Nice.
Spell
No, literally,
dog.
literacy was
Doggy.
like
Doggy.
literacy was more like it wasn't like spellings and all that. It was more like
Not,
you write.
it's not
We
your
had to write like a
ABCs.
massive autobiography and friggin'.
Ugh.
You know,
Yeah.
the
You have to,
grade,
like,
the
we
grade
had
4
to go over-
projects.
We had to go
2,000
to
words
like
longer.
we had to go over to like Eventides and like interview them and just like it was like a sequence that you had to follow and there was just like so much work, but it was just like it was so much work, but it was like easy work.
But that sounds
There's
like
like
bloody...
50 steps to follow. It's all easy, but like just doing those steps is like takes like ages.
Like, we could have did it in. We could have easily smashed it in a term,
Easy, yeah.
but
But once
we ended
it-
up playing Minecraft for 2 terms.
Yeah, that come into play. But like,
It did.
but like, well, once you because like, you need to finish the two literacies,
Yeah.
so everyone needs to finish
And then
them.
there was a PDS,
What, that,
so
that,
personal
year, that
development.
like
That
year
last
12,
year, yeah, like it's compulsory.
there was 2.
I think like the literacy
But
is
then didn't
compulsory
you all-
'cause
but-
English.
Did you also get ticked off because year 11 you're moving into VCAL, but then did English? Was that the whole year you just didn't
Yeah,
have
so
to do it?
The whole year I didn't have to.
You have
do it.
to finish. You have to complete what 10 outcomes, or 10 different units.
Yeah, 10 outcomes.
10 outcomes, and like if you, we both came from VCE, so our math and English covered like 3 or 4 of them already.
Yeah.
And then
and
you
then-
did the PDS and the other one. Like,
Yeah, we did art. I did art and VisCom, and you did something else. And
I-
they made up
I-
for WRS.
oh, yeah.
I didn't even do anything else. I did some math and English, but I did like vet through when I did VCE
Oh yeah, true.
Math
That
and
they
English.
made up for it. Vet.
because my vet was like 2 years full, and vet's like you can pass VCAL
Just
pretty
doing
much
vet.
just doing vet.
I
You
got
don't even
4.
have to like. I mean, in the end, you'll have the 10 points, but you won't pass. But like it's compulsory to finish 2 units of like 2 units of English
and 1 a PDS.
and like 1 of PDS. Yeah, that's like compulsory. But you could get 10 units from the 2 years of vet just by itself.
Alright.
But like they're strict about like you got to
Like-
finish the unit of this. Yeah.
I got 4 points just from like 10 outcomes ticked off just from doing vet. And I didn't have a work placement. I just did 200 hours of vet.
Jesus. That's
It's
crazy.
literally like half your whole year.
yeah.
Like,
But
just
it's
from
like
vet.
for like VC, all you had to do was you just had like assessments through the year, and then you just have an exam. That was like it.
It was weird because like we got given like say for English, literacy. Sorry, we had to complete 8 different outcomes to tick off that one outcome, and we had to get all 8 of them ticked off just to get one of them done. Like just to get 1 point.
So you
for
nearly do 16. Because then you say you have to do 2 of those. So you said you're doing 8 to tick off
no,
that
like
one.
there's 4 for each. Like
Oh.
each
Yeah.
unit.
Oh, I thought you said
And
there
you
was 8
finish
just
both
for 1.
units, and that's just 1 or 2, I think. Maybe that's 2 points. I don't know how I don't
Yeah.
remember how it worked, but you had to make up your own criteria for everything. They literally just said,
They just
What?
give you a sheet and you just gotta like you look at the sheet. It's literally like those like things you used to get in like year 7, or was it like primary school? It was like criteria and you had to like mark yourself.
Oh, yeah.
It was literally they gave you one of them and it's just like
Or you just ticked off what you've done, sort of thing.
yeah, you just had to like you looked at it and you just like had to like make something out that would fit that. It'd be like explain like you might do like the first one. It'd be like you might do it about an autobiography and might say like do it 2,000 words. And then you tick
Oh, you
that.
tick that, yeah.
Then do like mention like so much like
Mention that topic.
mention so much about like someone's life.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
someone
okay,
else's
yeah.
life, you know. It's like
complete a
it's like that.
criteria about like learning and reading, and then writing
Yeah. And it was
about
like-
something, and you're like, what the hell do you even do here?
It was like explain like resilience in your life, and you'd like write like a like
You have to make
you'd
your own
actually
essay out of
you'd
that.
actually about just that, and then that would be done. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
so there's like a list of things you had
There's
to do,
like
and then you
heaps,
just
yeah.
Yeah.
do that one
But
thing.
there was
Okay, yeah.
there was like 5-6 different things towards each one of them. Then you had to
And
complete
yet we
all
get
8 to
one.
get 1 point.
We get one of those in English, and there'll be 7 things we have to do just in that one thing,
There was a lot
and
of
then you have to do like 4 of them.
there was
But
a lot
like-
of work in BCAL, but it was like easy work.
But see, like
Yeah.
your English, like you said, was like hard work, but it was easy because you had to actually do it. It's like for us, you'd have to read a book.
Yeah.
And then like actually write about the book. So you actually
Right,
had
that's
to
it,
read
yeah.
the book to write about
had
it.
to
And
write-
our book
we had
was
to
easy
read
as
book, yeah.
because we just read the back of the book and then typed up chapter summaries.
There was one-
like you would
Yeah.
in year 10.
There was one book that was really good. It was like 9 days, and it was one where it was all related. It was the first story would then correlate to the next story, but it's in a different time frame.
Mm.
So it was a girl who liked this boy that lived across the road and all this, and then the next story to be about her dad, but when he was like a young boy or something like that, and it was like the whole story would change. So it was like, you know, how like those books just you read and they're just boring because they just
Yeah.
continue. This one would change, then
Yeah.
it'd change again. And I'm like, it's actually I like was reading, I
I
was
actually used
enjoying
to
it.
love reading books.
I used to hate reading books.
I just don't like reading.
Year
I'm like-
7 or
I'm
8,
really
I had
slow
like a really
reader.
fun book to
Yeah.
read.
I'll go through a page and I'm like, what just happened on that page? So
Yeah.
then I'll read the page again. And
No, I won't read it again. I was
No,
like,
see,
I
I'm-
forgot.
I've never been I've never been very good at English, like spelling, like reading, and then like doing oral presentations. Because then, I see big words and I panic. Because then I know how to say them, but then when it comes to it, I like pronounce it wrong, or I read it exactly how it looks and it says it a different way, and then I
Yeah.
panic, and then I just don't. So like oral presentations, I hate it because I sit up the front and I get nervous and my voice just goes, and then I'm like,
Yeah, like a big voice crack up. I'm like, here's how
Even
to
though-
explain this. Yeah.
even like that's written on my thing, yet I'll like muck around with everyone, stand on a table and start doing crap. But if I've got something written there and I've got to say it to a bunch of people, no.
I did the exact same English, like reading assignment for 6 years straight.
Jesus.
I had a different English teacher every year, and every year at one point in English you have to read a book and write about that book and what happened. And I'd watched Lord of the Rings that many times as a kid. Like this even goes back halfway into high school. Like I mean primary school. Like I'd write about that. 'Cause I just watched that many times, knew exactly what happened in every chapter
Yeah.
of the book. So every time I like hire out a book, I walked straight up, grabbed Lord of the Rings, sat there, pretended to read it, sat there like this for 15 minutes while I was like on my phone in my pencil case or something. Like write about what happened. And I was just like, yep, Gandalf went here. Like just kept going for
Yeah.
like 500 words. And he's like, good job. And I'm just like, I didn't do anything. I watched the movie.
Yeah, that was like English in, was it year 11 or with oh my god, it was me, you and Roddy. We're
Was that
reading
with
Hunger
this-
Games.
This Dark now, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was Hunger Games. I ended up just watching the movie. I was
Yeah.
like, I cannot be
That's
bothered
exactly
reading
what
the book.
Darcy and that did.
Because it's like,
It's a
reading the
good
book
movie,
was
though.
alright, but
it's
then I watched the movie and it pretty much happens exactly in the book, except the book explains stuff a bit more and there's a bit more detail.
It's like a
It's
tiny bit different.
Yeah.
A tiny little bit.
Aiden, like, completely winged it. He didn't even watch the movie. He just watched a trailer of
Yeah.
the movie and made I think it was like a 500 word like essay off it.
Yeah.
And just sat at the front of the class. He's like, I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen this movie or read the book. The teacher's like, Aiden, for fuck's sakes. And he's just like, no, give me one chance. I think I can summarize it. And just made up the biggest load of bullshit you've ever heard in your life.
Yeah.
And everyone's just pissed themselves. He's like, all right, Aiden, principal, like, well, the office, like,
Yeah.
you're fucking around.
I heard my sister come home like a couple of days, like a few weeks ago, and she's like telling how like she's got to do like an essay, and it was like 150 word limit.
That was like my sister. My
We used
sister
to
was.
complain about that actually back in the day, yeah.
Well, my sister
gets like
texted my
2,000
mum
words.
and was like, "Oh, I want to come home. I've got a cat and I don't want to do them." I'm like, what?
Yeah, cat.
I'm like,
Yeah.
imagine.
cat.
I was like, I was never that kid. Like, both my sisters, like, had phones at school, and they're going through like texting mum, going, "Oh, can I come home, please? I got a shitty class."
And we couldn't do that back in the day. We didn't have phones.
I'd never did that.
Yeah.
No.
I was always at school, and even if you hated the class, you'd still rock up and
I
do it.
wasn't at school, I just didn't text mum.
No, you just never rocked up. Yeah.
Like, Dad would walk out, be on every Tuesday and Friday, Dad would just walk into the lounge room at 12 o'clock and he's just like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, oh, you didn't
Slept
drive
in.
me to school because you slept in. So I thought I'd sleep in. And he's like, you going to school? I'm like, no, it's too late now. And you're always out there watching, like, Monday Night Raw or,
Yeah.
or SmackDown.
No, and see, then I never had many days off, and then got to year 12, and I had a few days off. Then I just needed to relax.
Yeah,
That's
me,
how
me
many
and Mango would
times,
come
yeah.
around. You're just
'Cause
sitting in
year
front of your
12
heater like, why aren't you at school?
Year
I don't
12 is
want to
like
be
a
there.
lot different with all that. I feel like they don't really care.
We got
as
to
long as you
leave.
get it done. Yeah.
Like, I would be walking across the oval halfway.
I know, I'd see you sometimes.
Like, I'd have the teacher would come up to me like, where are you going? And it'd be the teacher I have for the next 2 periods. I'm just like, yeah, I'm going home. They're just like, all right, cool, see you tomorrow. And it's just like, you're not going to roast the shit out of me? Like 12, 24 months ago, you would have, like, got me in the office and
Yeah, told
after
you.
school.
Told you that's an after school. If you leave the premises, that's an after school something.
I got out of all my after schools. I was a master negotiator.
I got one after school, and I don't know what it was for.
Like, I got caught. I got sprung
Yeah, I don't
smoking a
know.
couple times at school.
The bus stop.
No, not the bus stop. You walking down that pipe, and you turn right down the barbed wire fence.
Is it like near the horse track?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And actually, you go past the bus stop. There's a couple down there.
Remember when Champa smoked in the locker room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Started lighting one up in half an apartment.
Like every time I got caught, the teachers are just like, "Come in right now." Disappointed. You get like a big speech, and just like, "We don't care you smoke. Just don't do it in uniform," sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you're just like, "Yeah, it's fair. Like we're giving the school a really, really bad look." And then you go to the office and just like after school detention, and you're just like lunchtime detention. They just look at you and go, "Yep." And that's how you got out of all of them. You just walked around for 10 minutes picking up rubbish that went to the canteen. And
I reckon even I had I'd have for class and like, oh, you have to come at lunchtime, and you get to the point to be like it'd be like the first 2, and you have recess, and you have another class, and then it'd be lunch. By that point, I've forgotten. I'm not rocking up.
Yeah.
And then I remember, it's probably year 10 or 11, to rock up for a science one. Rocked up there, sat there, for her not even to rock up till late,
Yeah.
and then and she may stay the whole lunch. It was but yeah, we've got some school stories there. You get any questions up?
I've got one question that I
Split up
write
the
down.
podcast. Split up the podcast a
It's
bit.
pretty controversial. Like you've heard it before.
Every question you guys ask, it's like you two against me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm getting like
No, just
judged hard.
Yeah, but this
This
is
will be
fun. This
one.
is the
This
good.
will be one.
That makes the
So-
podcast good.
Thinking
I always
of this.
hear like what hurts more, getting kicked in the balls or childbirth.
Childbirth.
You'd say childbirth.
I've been kicked in the balls plenty of times, and yes, it fucking hurts. But I don't want to squeeze a kid out in between my legs.
Yeah.
Having
but
an
have
eight, it'd be like taking an 8
have-
kilo shit.
But have you seen people? They have those things that they put in the woman's
Yeah.
belly, and they do a thing of how they feel when we get kicked in the balls, and
Yeah.
they said that's the worst experience ever.
Oh, actually, no,
No,
I
but
have seen
you
them.
seen
But
those?
some
Yeah.
is the opposite. Like some put them in. But what I don't get is a lot of people are like, you know, getting kicked in the balls only hurts for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But like childbirth goes on for like
Goes on for
9 hours. Like if you had the pain of getting kicked in the balls for the whole time, the same length as childbirth, like which
Yeah.
one would actually hurt more? Like the top
Get kicked
spike.
in the balls as long as like if that
Like
hurt
the
as long as giving childbirth, I'd probably say getting kicked.
That's
in the
what.
balls.
That's why I say like kicking the balls, but like none of the the girl or everyone else would be like, oh yeah, freaking childbirth, of course.
But then it's like isn't.
because
I know we're not really good in the topic about childbirth, but isn't
Yeah.
like more like when you get like cramps and stuff all in your
Yeah,
stomach,
you
and then
cramps and all
like
that stuff.
and it's just your belly's like absolutely killing you. But then like when we get kicked in the balls, instantly hurts. You feel like throwing up. Like
you just go full purple.
Like imagine
whole-
that spike up here for like
Yeah.
9 hours straight. But I guess like childbirth be also the same, like up and down.
But then I haven't been properly kicked in the balls. I've been like slapped. Like
Can't
when you-
say I haven't given childbirth. That's what you're about to say.
No,
I was
like I
then
haven't
again,
been
no, you
properly
haven't.
kicked in the balls. I've been like when someone like
yeah, that's
Sack
like, you just
taps
do
you,
like a
you're
little tap, and that's like
That hurts enough. Even a little flick. You're
yeah. I don't know, that's a tough one. I'd probably
what I say,
I
like,
would probably
you
say
gotta put
though
in
that,
perspective the
that
9 hour
it
like
is
carryover.
it probably would be childbirth
Yeah.
only in the instance that it does go for longer.
yeah.
But in a split second, getting kicked in the balls is one of the worst things ever.
Yeah.
Like it's like naturally
I guess you
kicking
can't
the
really,
balls. You
you can't
naturally just
really
want to nearly
compare them because
throw up. Like
I guess the childbirth goes on for friggin' 9 months.
You know, it's a really bad pain. It only happens maybe like once every 3 years because my one aren't that big. But I'll sit down and I'll accidentally sit on one of my balls. And that shit hurts.
Oh, I've never done that.
It's like it'll dangle in between my leg and the seat. And I'm just like,
on like a hot day, they're like,
yeah,
they've dropped.
They've dropped a lot. You think it's going to pop? Like,
I've never done that.
have you guys never done it?
No.
I do it once every blue moon. It really hurts.
Oh, no,
Maybe I just got really big nuts. Or a really fat leg.
Yeah.
A really saggy sack.
I'm like, no, I'm not going to say anything else. Fucking hell, it broke again. I've swore that much on this podcast.
I know.
Nice.
I don't know if we want to talk about now or we can talk about next week, but football is coming up. The first season is not this weekend, next weekend. So we can possibly now talk about who we've got for like all the main things, like the Brownlow Premiership now, or we can do it next week.
Do you want me to be honest?
Well,
I've looked into nothing football this year.
Yeah, well,
I haven't actually looked into that.
Yeah,
much
but you
either.
just name like you can just.
I couldn't tell you.
But would you? Well, do we want to do it next week then?
Yeah, give me a
Because
little
then
bit of time
next
to
week
research.
on that Thursday, I think that night is the first game.
Of round 1.
Is round 1, but well, practice match happened on the weekend.
Yeah, it was like Brisbane and Essendon, wasn't it?
No, it was we played Geelong. Yous played Richmond on the Friday night.
Did we win?
No, actually I don't know. I can check, but yeah, the practice matches happened. So footy's pretty much back on the new rule. We saw that.
Yeah.
Bit weird, but like as we from the last podcast we talked about a little bit. It looks like as soon as someone takes a step, it's play on straight away.
Yeah.
So, or they like angle sort of on an angle, like they're on an angle. That means like play on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They see you step around straight away. So if you're not running a straight line, you start running a bit on an angle, play on straight away by the looks. So, but yeah, I'll get up the practice. Not that practice games mean too much because it's all just
games.
It's all just practice games. But on Thursday night it was Carlton and St Kilda, and St Kilda won. Collingwood versus Richmond, and Collingwood got beaten by 6 points because I know that was a close game.
Oh, okay.
Hawthorn and North. Hawthorn won. Geelong and Essendon. We only lost by 7 points, and that's a good Geelong team as well. So we could be looking pretty good. Coxey's Giants bet Sydney on Sunday. Adelaide and Port. Port won. And then it was West Coast Freo. West Coast won. Bulldogs Melbourne on Monday. Bulldogs won. And then the Suns versus Brisbane, and Brisbane won.
See that Lion story though with
Cam Rayner.
Yeah.
I saw it happen. Oh,
You saw it happen. I was gonna search it
watching the game, and then they're like,
How'd it happen?
that
Just
could
like
be.
leg click in.
No, he
get taken
landed and then turned a little and then just instantly did it.
So twisted.
He twisted, yeah.
No,
And then
I didn't see it, actually.
and then they were saying, oh, that's an ACL. That's the season. I'm like, imagine doing it in a practice match. You can't play for the rest of the season. And then everyone was saying like, they interviewed Joe Danaher because obviously it was his first time playing a proper AFL game with Brisbane. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm happy. He kicked a bag. I think he kicked 3.
3.
I'm happy. But they were saying about him,
match,
Cam Rayner though, asking how he is, and he's like, they were saying how he's had a really good preseason and stuff like that. I'm like, imagine a practice like imagine not this weekend, next weekend, 'cause that's when we have our practice match. Imagine you do your ACL. That's your season.
Yeah, I think about the same. Imagine if I kick like 3 goals.
Just think
I'll kick a bag.
Oh,
Like you play your practice match, you literally could do.
I
ACL
injured myself in a
and
practice
be
match.
out.
I'd be so sad.
yeah.
Literally be out for the whole year. Like literally just like
No, that's
happens
that's
randomly.
crazy though.
You go in, you have your head high, and then friggin' you've done your knee. It happens there. Like
Yeah, I know,
Happens
but that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
It's like it
Most
happened in
common
a practice match. Like that's just imagine though, like
Bad
doing
luck,
it. Like but yeah,
it's like imagine doing it when footy season's not even on. Yeah, for the whole year anyway.
F in the chat.
Yeah. Oh well.
yeah,
Still alive.
yeah. You got another
Cam
question?
will actually come back to football.
Yeah. You better
yeah.
get another question. If you
Another
got another one.
So, a few weeks ago, we saw that there was banning mullets at school. So Russ, I heard you're not a big fan of mullets anyway.
You're not a mullet fan.
as a
Essendon supporter.
no, as a person that once came to school with a mullet, I would like to say that no. I'm kind of glad that. Oh well, when I just don't like them on me.
I'm probably the only one here that hasn't had a mullet.
I think I had the worst mullet in
Yeah,
existence.
you had a dirty one. That was gross.
You had a skullet nearly, didn't you?
Huh?
Didn't you nearly have a skullet?
Yeah.
Like I went across the top and it was just coming out the back, and I had a fringe at the front. I looked like Manny from Ice Age. But that lasted about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Got home, Mum screamed at me, and then I was a skinhead for a couple of weeks.
Which he looked good as. He looked like. I actually liked when you had like completely shaved.
Yeah,
Actually looked good.
I actually didn't mind it either.
The showers would have been good. And
Oh
stuff.
hell yeah! You got out, you're just like, oh yeah.
Dry.
I don't know. Like personally,
Didn't have to
I
shampoo.
think
It was easier to
banning-
clean your head than it was to clean your legs.
Yeah.
Dry, not clean.
Well, I think
Okay.
I don't know. I think they kind of.
I
I just didn't like it.
I don't know why. Like, I can see like private schools wouldn't have them
I can see that.
because private schools are private school, but
But then private schools also said you can't have long
Yeah.
hair anyway.
The thing
so,
is, I'm seeing more and more kids have mullets.
yeah, because I think it's the thing now. They like people are going back to it.
That's a thing. Essays.
Oh,
So I have a
Essay,
bunch that walk
bro.
past my house now
TikTok
with their bum bags, and they're just like
bruh.
they got their boom box,
Yeah.
their speaker,
they don't
scooter.
like that dance.
It's like essay bar.
Shaper.
Go into the Woolies and buy like a 70-cent Coke.
Yeah, they're invading our town now. Like we had a nice town, not hit by COVID once, and now we've been hit by essays instead. I
yeah.
think I'd rather get hit by COVID.
Yeah.
Or car.
I don't want to get my car stolen.
Oh, yeah, true.
I'd rather just not be able to drive it for 4 weeks and be in a hospital.
Yeah. But what do you think about the mullets being banned?
I couldn't give it two shits.
No, I don't care because I'm not in school, but
yeah,
I think
true.
it's a
But
bit
Yeah.
odd. I just think it's an odd thing to do.
it depends.
It's a very
where,
odd thing at a public school.
Yeah.
It depends where, but
Like-
it's going to be all of Australia. They're going to ban mullets from schools, aren't they? Was it all
I
of
think,
Australia?
yeah,
Or is it
it's
just
all, yeah. I think it's every single
Far
school.
out.
every single state? Because it is
Because
crazy.
mullets are
though.
making a big comeback.
They
Over the
are.
last couple of years, like all the footy players got them, and a lot of people idolise footy players. They'll get their mullets, and then
But then
other people just get like,
could you then go ahead and blame the footy players because people look up to footy players because it's
somewhat like that many people get Dusty Martins.
yeah.
That's
But-
not real. Like, I
It's
guess
not-
it is a mullet, but
Just,
No, but like
if you have
like,
long enough hair and you
like-
replicate it, it's gonna be a
as-
really
as
dirty
in-
mullet.
yeah.
well, obviously dusty, but like people that have mullets and that on like footy, people would probably look up to them like, oh, they play AFL. Oh, he's got a mullet. You know, mum, dad, give me a mullet or something. Then they get it. They probably would be more responsible for it, you'd think, than
Yeah.
most people. Because you don't see many people just naturally. I mean, I did. I was like, oh, I'll get a mullet because I had long hair. And then, yeah.
Well, you just
And I was
tried
black,
to
you're
tried to
wasted.
trim it, and then it just turned into a mullet.
Yeah, I was getting it trimmed because my nan just did my hairs because it saves a bit
Yeah.
of money, and then I was like, oh, can I like have it short but kind of keep my back like long but not like still long, like I wanted it trimmed but it's still long compared to the like sides, and then she's like, oh yeah, it started cutting. She's like, do you just want a mullet? I'm like, okay, I don't know. She'd say like, oh yeah, your uncles had mullets back then. I'm like, yeah, I used to cut them. I did it, and I went, oh, I don't like this. It's like, well, if you don't like it, you can get it cut. But I reckon it looks good. I rocked up to school. The teachers, remember Frosty, Wes like, oh, that's sick, Russ. The mullet looks good. I'm like, I don't like it. Everyone like,
You had it for
like-
a while though, didn't you?
no, I had it for like 2 days.
Oh,
He
really?
did not have
Yeah.
it long. He got rid of it straight away.
I hate it. I did not like it one bit. Like, imagine just all your hair long at the back and then it's like quite short at the front. Like,
The best thing about it was like about it would be like you just like flick your hair and just like you feel the back just go like flapping you.
I got a video of me doing that.
like
You know,
with
but
my
imagine,
long
like,
hair.
Imagine like not the fringe at the front.
Yeah.
you just
Oh,
do it
yeah.
back.
I had the video of me again, and I was just like,
Yeah, shake. Yeah, it's a slow mo, isn't it?
yeah, it was slow mo. I was like going across my back.
Oh my, yeah, that was down to
Was
your
yours-
neck, wasn't
was
it? It was
yours-
like down here.
It was down to here.
Was it? I thought it was down to your neck and like curled up at the back.
Yeah, it did. It curled up from like here. I had like long ass hair.
It's been 35 minutes.
Yeah, she's running a bit flat as well, so I'm a bit scared. It
yours,
might just go out.
Was yours straight as well?
Oh
Yeah.
god, no.
Look straight.
I used to just comb my
No,
hair
it was
every
like
day.
it was kind of straight all the way down, then it like curled a bit, and then
Yeah.
like if you shook it, like
I had really
curl
curly,
a little.
I had really curly hair, so it curled all the way down,
look at-
and then curled like that as well.
Look at his hair
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. The back of his hair
Oh, I
on my
remember
side
that,
curls
actually.
like this way, back to your ear, not
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then your hair, like your funny hair's just you got like a bit of a quiff there.
Hmm.
It goes up,
Got,
but over.
got bullied for balding today
For what?
at work. I'm balding. I put my head down, and I had like a.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure it's just my crown.
yeah.
You actually will bold though, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I'm receding like a bit.
Because it runs in the family, does it?
It runs in the
Yeah.
family.
So is that?
Well, Bailey runs in the family, but I don't really run. But he has no hair.
You're related to Baz, yeah,
Yeah.
something.
Glad he doesn't listen to these. Imagine we just start bagging him out for his hair.
He does listen, does he?
Nah.
I'm not sure if he listens.
I'm sure he's thinking. I'm sure he can think of better things to do.
Yeah.
Like going for a run.
Not saying you guys should do anything better to do. You should keep supporting our channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in desperate need.
We want that dosh
We're like that
to make a better
you know,
podcast.
it's like giving $1 a day can help those people in like Africa like provide food. It's like for one view a day can help us provide food for us, and we're sitting there like make like a little ad. It's because we're a very small podcast. Make all them ads. Might get 50 cents. It's more than what we get
50
now.
We should
Yeah.
dress you up and give you like make you bold. And start Russell's cure.
That is
That's really
Definitely
that's
not gonna
really
happen.
dark. I should not have
that
said
is
that.
well one. I'm definitely not getting my head shaved. That's
Why not? I reckon you look better with short hair. Saw that video you 5 years ago. You're pre-pubescent. You kind of still are, but it suited you.
nah. I got a fatter face now, so I got to cover it all.
I got an ugly face.
Anyway,
I don't care.
next question. Next question.
Oh, I got more questions, do we?
Oh no, I thought we.
Oh, I've got one more. It's the high altitude question. Remember that one? So, I'll try to
yeah.
explain it. Like, you know, you're in your sleep and you just like sometimes you just randomly fall. Hasn't happened to me in years.
It hasn't happened to you ever.
Yeah.
I don't reckon it's happened. It probably has, but I was probably.
You have
I
But I was
strictly don't remember.
basically you're falling from the air and you're free falling in your dream, but you wake up and you weren't free falling. So how do you feel the feeling of free falling?
Yeah, and if you've never
I
felt, the
I
feeling
might have
of
done
free
that, but I
falling,
probably thought I was a superhero. So
how do you
I'm
feel
like,
it in your dream?
I've jumped off enough things to think that I think I know. What it feels like.
Yeah, I've had that feeling going like in a car. You know, you go over a little bump. You like it's a bit sharper than you think.
And that little, you're on like a big like water slide or something. No, that doesn't make any sense. You're on a roller coaster. You're going down.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah. That's what
Yeah,
it
it's
felt
like
like.
yeah.
Then you wouldn't go on roller coasters, would you?
No,
No.
but when you're falling, it
don't
literally
like
feels
'em.
like you're falling.
Become a thrill seeker. Just like die.
Jesus.
Nah, go on like rides and stuff. Don't die.
No, he doesn't like rides, but he friggin'
I
But
don't
he
like.
loves-
I
he
don't,
can
I don't
die.
like
But he loves the
heights.
fairy floss at
No.
the carnival.
I don't like heights or like it going quick. I just
How do you think you overcome these things?
don't do them.
You know, but you say you don't do them, and like you literally just friggin' dived off the friggin' boat.
Yeah, you
Top
dived
layer,
off
which
like
is
I did
a
not
20-foot boat.
It's like 4 meters.
You
Did
pin
I
dropped.
thought you
sorry.
dived.
Yeah, I jumped.
Oh yeah, but
I dived.
I wouldn't jump off.
I
there.
dived off the second. I was off the second floor and nearly hurt my back, so I didn't dive again. Because I over rotated a little bit and then dove in and hurt my back. And I'm like, get out of the water, going, oh shit, my back.
That's one weekend we need to do again.
I'm just a spastic, so I'll jump off anything.
But yeah, no, it's just
No, I can't.
Yeah.
I hate heights.
just
Hmm?
It's like the one thing I hate.
I like
It's
heights.
I just
I
don't
used to
like
hate
anything
them,
that's
but-
like really like. So when we were on the houseboat with Max and that,
Yeah.
they had the jet ski, and I did not want to go on because I knew how fast it was. And I'm like, I like, because the roller coaster is both high, and it goes quick.
Yeah.
I like those two things together just freaks me the hell out. So like getting on this jet ski, I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh no, like I seriously am like panicking. Luckily Zach was the one driving, and instantly I goes. My whole face just starts stretching back, and I feel the wind. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die. Like seriously, I'm like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna
I
die.
actually want jet ski. I reckon it'd be fun.
Oh, I was crapping. I just anything that's just like that, because that can go quick, and then like that's why I don't like roller coasters, because you know you're sitting there like 3, 2, and my whole face just goes back. I'm really crying,
They start off slow.
mate. Have you been on the Superman? I mean, I haven't been on the Superman, but
How do you know it starts off fast?
Because I've seen that many videos on it.
Look, the one I've been on, they go.
That's the worst.
When they go up, that's the coolest feeling ever. You're just like, ah.
Go,
the bottom.
when you're going up, and especially when you're at the very back, and you're like, oh my god, the cart's just going to stop and fall all the way back.
Yeah. I've never thought that. We're watching Vacation, I sort of have. But
I just
I've been to Queensland
like
3
some
times,
names,
and
like-
I'm sitting in there, and it's going up, it's going, hearing it.
have you been
it
in
goes
one
like,
before?
yeah, I've been on roller coasters before, I just don't like going on them.
No, there's no evidence.
Mate, you go on my mum's Facebook, there is. You go on,
Doesn't exist.
you go on, and they're like, because there's one in the water, and you like go along the water and like hit the sides. Oh, it's all right. Then you
Sounds
go
cool
up,
as.
and next minute you feel because like the traction of it,
You feel it
it
just go
pulls it
like
up, and no, you hear it like connect, and the next minute the whole thing stops, and it goes, and you can feel it going.
Yeah.
And then especially if you're going up like this, or like I've had it like up like that, and I'm sitting there going, I'm gonna fall out. The cart's going to stop and roll back, and I'm at the back. I'm like freaking out.
The worst thing's when you get upside down and go, hang on. Did I put my phone and wallet down? Or did they fall out of my pocket? And you're sitting there in the air like, oh, no.
So what we were doing is you'd go. Mum would always bring like a little bag that she'd have on her back, and then before the ride, we'd just chuck everything we had just in it. So then she'd just hold it. And I'd always be wearing a cap, so I'd have to take it off and like have it in my like lap, and then like you'd go on and you'd do it all, and I'm like, oh, I wore my hat for a little bit and then realised I had to like take it. I didn't get like to the point where I was like that yet, but because like one of the rides in Movie World's called the Wild Wild West, and you start off in the water, you gotta quickly it's in water, so you like it keeps moving with the water. And you slowly gotta, everyone jumps off, and there's enough time for people to jump off, for it to come up, and then for you to jump on. And you've got like a quick time, and then the guy comes in, locks you in, and then it like keeps going. Yeah. And you're like riding around the water, and then next minute like splash you a bit, and you're like, ah. Then next minute you get on this thing, like, I'm like, it's not too bad because it's like this.
Yeah.
It's like not steep, and then you'll go down, and you're like, ooh. Next minute, you like get to a point where you turn around, and then you go down backwards.
Backwards, yeah.
And I've been on it like 3 times. So going on the third time, I was like, oh yeah, like it wasn't too bad last time. And next minute I'm like waiting, you feel it going back, oh yeah, and it just dips, and my whole I just went, like lost all my breath because it was like, because it's so quick. And I was like, oh, and because I was sitting next to Mum, like, I didn't remember it being that like quick, and Mum was like, me either. And then next, like you go up, do a bit more of the roller coaster, and then it's like a climb. It's like this, and it's like do. You wait to get to the top, and it's like, you like go to the top, and you go to the doors, and then the doors open, and this is like the bit like everyone sees.
Yeah.
You go up the top, and you see the cart come up, and the doors slowly open, and you see the cart that comes out, and there's a camera like down there, so it takes, because they all take pictures. You get up, and you can see like the massive drop.
live,
and you just
yeah.
get ready.
Yeah, I've done that actually.
You're getting ready. I'm like, okay, prep myself. And then you
And I
just
can
hit,
see-
and then
I
you
remember
just
seeing
hit
you
it.
guys
Goes, whoa! You go straight
Then
down.
you just hit it.
You
No,
have a
because
photo, yeah.
there's
I got a photo
so the
of me on
one of the
one too.
first times we did it, my sisters were already thinking, because the water just hits like, because you go in and all the water just goes, because it's like steep as well, so you pick up a bit of like
Yeah.
Bit of juice.
bit of speed. So like as you get to the top, you're like just before you go, like as you're going down, they take the photo. My sisters in one of the photos already got their head ducked, and I'm like still up, and then I like at the last minute I duck my head because the water's like also pretty powerful. You get pretty drenched.
Yeah.
But it's like every time I like don't like rides, but those are the ones my mum makes me go on because it's like
It's a family
photo.
Yeah.
But like any other than that, I went on one when it's the first time. It was like on the speed. It was like a speed runner one, like Coyote speed runner one. You go on it, I'm like,
Roadrunner.
oh yeah, Roadrunner. That's it.
Speeding runner.
Man, that's how long I haven't seen that.
Is that one with the rockets?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at the
I've
back.
done
the
that
Acme boxes.
And you go up
That's
it, and you're
actually
like,
quick,
oh
that
yeah.
one.
And the next minute, like, it slowly goes down, and the next minute it starts picking up speed, and I'm sitting there like this. There's a photo of me. I look like I'm crying because it's gone that quick. I'm holding on,
That's
going.
actually a quick one. Yeah, I remember going on that one.
I remember going on the Wild West one. I might have won that one, I'm not too sure.
And then we went on another log ride at SeaWorld, And that's the one. There's a photo.
SeaWorld's good.
There's the photo of me looking at the opposite. So we've been on that many times. I think we've been on one day. We went on it twice because Mum wanted another photo. And it comes, you get up to the top, and this is this is one of the dodgiest ones because you get on, it goes click, 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 and you can feel the cart moving backwards and forward as you're going up.
Yeah.
And usually you just feel it going do, 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 do. This one's like, you can feel it going backwards and forward, and there's a person obviously at the top waiting for you to go down.
Yeah.
And there's it's as you get to the top, it says, smile to the camera.
The camera.
It's on your right or something, tells you where it is so you can smile.
And you just look straight
So,
left.
no, so the first time I'm freaking out because it's the first time going on it. I don't know if this is the second time I went to on the ride or that day, or it was the second time we went to Queensland. I read it. I'm like, alright, all good. And I was ready. I'm like, I'm gonna get the photo. I looked the complete wrong way. So there's a photo of my sister looking straight at the camera, pretty much like she's sitting there cheese, and there's me looking the complete opposite direction going. And you just see the side of my face. I'm like, that's embarrassing.
She's what a mum, and I'm just in her lap, just bowling my eyes out.
Yeah, see, we had the problem where in the first time we went, we're still pretty small, and my sister was, my little sister was still small. So on one of the rides, my sister felt her go up. Mum's sitting there holding her down so she doesn't feel herself go up. Because the thing doesn't sit, because Mum would sit down, and it stops, and then she's even skinny and small. So Mum would have to sit her hand there just so she doesn't go up and then go up, even worse. But I just don't I'll go on rides, but there's certain rides I don't go on.
Yeah, one thing I don't understand about anything that's just happened. He hates those he hated oral presentations. He always get up and started and didn't know what to talk about. You just did not take a breath for 5 straight minutes.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm talking to the boys.
Did you hate oral presentations?
Yeah.
I used to hate them as well.
I hated them until year 12, and I was just this is really easy.
Yeah,
I've
year
got a bunch of
12.
spuds.
Because there's 10 people in the classroom.
Kate didn't want to do it. I ended up going up to Miss Roderick. I had her as English teacher and said, "Oh, can I please?" I'm don't want to do it at all. She's like, "Oh, do you want to do it in front of me?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "I'll give you the same mark and everything as everyone else," because she
You're still talking in front of someone, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's still oral.
Mm.
And then, because Gaynell's I reckon she's one of the best English teachers. If you know her, she's great. And then because Kate was also doing it, so technically it was an oral presentation because obviously Gaynell was the teacher, but there was still someone else there that
was speaking.
That was actually watching you.
Oh, okay.
So I watched Kate, and then Kate would watch me.
Yeah.
And it's still technically an oral. But yeah, it's because I start that whole day, I'm sitting there reading through every bit and going, okay, they're reading, yep. I'm like, I don't want to stutter, I don't want to do, because when you're doing oral and then you start there and you say some word wrong, or you start and then everyone laughs at you, and I'm and I get to the point where I did an oral once, I got to the point where I completely stuffed up, and I'm sitting there going, panicking, I'm going, reading through what I've read, trying to work out where I was, because I stuffed up, or I'm reading it, and some of it's wrong, or it doesn't sound right. I'm reading, I'm like,
or you have a spelling error and you say the wrong thing completely.
Yeah, or I'm like, yeah, so he did, I was like, oh yeah, he went to the shops and brought some chocolate, and then I'm reading through, before, while I'm reading now, I'm reading the next line, I'm like, oh, that makes sense, I'm already going, the end, because I skip so much, because I'm panicking, that's not I don't want to read it because I might say it wrong and all that.
And a complete, different alternate universe. Russ is at the front of the class. There's a pedestal, and he stands up, and he's just
"We fight."
I had a dream. He just keeps going and going.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Is back in primary school, we had the production and everything. I go up in front of people and say my lines and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it came to the big. So we did 2.
The solo bit.
So we had 2, and it was grade 5 and 6, and then you do it you do it in grade 5, and then you do it in grade 6, but you get a bigger role in grade 6.
Oh, okay.
In grade 5, one of the main guys in it never rocked. He barely rocked up to do the practice and stuff, because it'd be footy training or something like that. You'd stay after school and practice for an hour, 2 hours maybe.
Yeah.
I think anything was.
And then the guy that I did it with, the guy that was one of the main guys, wouldn't rock up. So I learnt all of his lines. It got to the point where he finally rocked up and all that, and I knew his lines, so I could help out and do it. And then when the production came, I ended up getting the second role as one of the second main crocodile. So I'm sitting there, because we got it on DVD. You see him singing, and then I slowly come in and start singing. I'm like, oh god, this is embarrassing. Then the next one, I get a main character role. Luckily, my hat, it was that big on me. It sat here, so I could just see the people sitting in the front row.
Yeah.
So when I'm singing, I'm looking down, I'm not looking up, because I'll see mum, and then I start smiling, because it's what you do when you're a kid. And then I look at mum, and I'm like, oh, look away, and keep singing. And I look at her, how did I do that? I come year 7, not knowing anyone. I don't even talk much.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it just changes sometimes.
Yeah.
And then year 12, you open up a bit more. But then still, just oral present. Me, in general, reading. I hated reading. Because everyone, read, and then they come to me, and I'm like...
What's the answer?
Derek went to the shop, and they'll be like... he had he was looking at his thermostat, and I'd point at it and then they'd yell out someone in the class say it, and I'm like, oh, I feel embarrassed. Yeah. I got to the point where I ended up just saying, skip.
Yeah. I slowly start reading, and I'd start off really fast because you'd read the first couple of lines before it gets to you. And
yeah.
And then you slowly get quieter and quieter and quieter.
Yeah, because you haven't reread that bit in your head or
There used to
read
be
it.
one bad person in VCAL I used to
Yeah.
could not stand.
All of us would be really fluent, and it's just yeah. And me and Coxie just be looking there
And then you're so close to going,
today, Junior.
But no,
He can't read.
they'll be we used to do this thing where you used to say apple or popcorn, and you go along, you read a sentence, and you say popcorn when you didn't want to read. So it got to the point where everyone's reading the paragraph, and then they come to the boys. It's everyone's reading a paragraph still. Comes to me, I'm start reading the line. I'm like, should I say it? No, I'll keep reading. No, I fuck up. I'm like, oh, popcorn. Or I get to I read it, and I'll get halfway through. I'm like, I don't want to read it anymore. So I'll get to us full stop. I'm going popcorn. Then Logan, because we did remember having Logan next to me, and then Logan be like, what?
Do you remember every template for every early school stage literacy English thing? It was it was a dark and stormy night.
Yeah.
It's be it was a dark and popcorn.
Yeah. No, I really wanted to just one day just go the popcorn, just so someone had to read after that. But we did it once with Logan, and Logan'd sit there and you'd be like popcorn, or you'd stop reading, and you'd because that was obviously meaning the next person start reading if you stopped. Yeah. And Logan would be he'd be sitting there reading it with you, and then you get to him and you look at you what bit are we up to?
What part are we up to?
Which one? And I'm we're there, and this one, yeah. And then you just start reading, and he just doesn't care, and he'll say one word wrong, and he'll go back and correct himself, and everyone laugh, and they'll be oh, it's quite funny.
It's what bit have we read? Okay. And you read the complete 3 lines above that anyway, and they're just we just read that bit. It's oh, popcorn.
Yeah.
And that story, Rick and VCAL, where we didn't get that one person who just wanted to read.
Mm.
Remember how we're all sitting in a circle, we're gonna read the book. We're doing that thing, you just do a paragraph.
Yeah.
And then there was just this one person
that did not want to read at all.
Just for some reason, the teacher was just yeah, just jump in the circle, nice as, just oh yeah, here's a book. Picks up the book and just well, she chucked it, didn't she?
She picked it up and went, I'm not fucking reading. Threw up the chair, stormed out the classroom. We were just
the door. It was just random.
Me and Coxie just Jesus, all you had to do was read a couple sentences. Holy shit.
That's it.
It's not the end of the world.
I got to the part where I'd have one time where I legit it'd be Mango would be sitting next to me, and then he'd stop, and I'd be sitting there, and I knew it was me. I'm skip me. And then Miss Radovic, everyone's Russell, I'm yeah? Are you reading? No, I don't want to read. Gaynor read for me once.
I would have loved to be in that class with Mango. It's what is a storm meeting? No, I love you, Mango.
No, when he's doing his oral presentation, he did it once, and he looked straight at us, and me and Logan were sitting there going, because he was talking about like, I don't want to say, I think it was something to do with maybe global warming or rubbish or something, and he's like reading it, and he'd stutter like once, and he'd look straight at us
And
as
you
we
just
do
stop.
it, and then me and Logan are sitting there going, trying so hard not to laugh because it's pretty funny when he stutters.
If he didn't stutter, I
He's
reckon
not
he'd...
bad anymore.
No, he's not. I reckon if he didn't, he'd be like
He does it a bit.
he'd be
Wait,
a
there was
politic.
one video on Snapchat he sent in, and he was like stuttering like every second word. Oh, he probably was drunk, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't
you,
known him in a
you think
while.
you
He was drunk as...
think he was drunk and he was like
He's talking
saying
to
something.
Zach, he's like, what story was that?
Yeah,
'cause
something
they,
like-
it's
yeah.
like, your story drove us to sleep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mango would be like a really good motivational speaker, I think. If he spoke about the right things and didn't stutter.
Yeah,
Not saying you
I know,
can't.
he actually-
not
he's-
saying you
he's-
can't do that either. He's a good speaker.
yeah, and he's one person you don't want to get into a debate with because
Because you can't win if they're wrong. You can't tell them they're wrong until they go home and Google it themselves.
no, they won't even do that. They'll just go home saying they're right anyway.
Doesn't matter. I'm a champion.
Well, we've been nearly going for an hour.
We need to go on for an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna make this a short podcast.
we always say this. We always say we'll make it short, and we just keep talking. I mean, it's
Like
probably
an hour,
it's
An
good.
hour's like a sweet spot, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like it's not too long, it's not too short.
Mm.
It's just
Yeah.
like, an hour podcast.
It's like a furphy. It's nice and sweet.
Murphy.
I haven't drank those beers in years.
Yeah, I'm not a fan
Just
of
made a
Murphy.
rap song. Straight bars.
she bars. What? I just got to kill on a quad bike that was steel. That was a bar. Well, I reckon we might wrap her up. Wrap her up like a wrap.
A big old fat tortilla.
And a tortilla wrap. Isn't it called a tortilla?
I don't know.
I swear I saw that on TikTok or something. Someone goes, "Yeah, can you please put that in a tortilla wrap?" And I'm like,
It's a hard and soft
Yeah,
wrap.
Yes, it is
excuse
a
me?
tortilla. 'Cause that's how
Tortilla.
it's spelled, isn't it?
Enchilada.
Yeah.
enchilada. Yeah,
I'm just thinking of all like the
We call them boats.
yeah.
boats.
Yeah. You know those like
Yeah,
call
they
it a
have
wrap.
boats. No, they have boats at
boats.
yeah.
Those like taco boats.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They have pockets now. I'm gonna have to try a
They're
pocket.
they're literally pockets, but we just call them boats.
All right.
Can't go wrong with a taco night.
Taco Tuesday. All right. Well,
Oh.
yeah.
10 kills on the board right now.
It's copyrighted.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check us out on TikTok, Instagram. We haven't talked about that in this podcast, have we?
No, we haven't. TikTok, Instagram, at the Rudico Podcast, all lowercase, no spaces.
Well,
You'll find us
now
all.
we're getting that stage where you're not as busy now.
Yeah.
You were pretty busy, and
I'm
I
gonna
mean, you're just still
grind.
doing your thing.
I'm gonna grind the TikTok.
TikTok's gonna be
Nice.
they grow on TikTok hopefully. So yeah, don't forget to go check them out. Keep listening to us on YouTube. We're gonna get Spotify. We're on Spotify, so go check us out. But
We're
we're gonna hopefully get we've only got
gonna
the first one up,
Hopefully
but,
get all our podcasts up there.
and then we'll regularly be posting on there as well. So Spotify might come out before this as well because it's a bit easier. But yeah, that's about it. New setting next week, so look forward to that. So
That's
that
right.
gives me a reason to watch.
Give,
It does.
give it a like.
Should we
And
give him a spoiler? The next podcast on the beach.
Thank you for watching.
We bid you adieu.